Video is going to this live stream is going to be starting soon, guys. I am so excited. I have found out some new news from Freedom, and you guys are really not going to believe it, but it is right there before your very eyes. What is going on with this stream? What is going on with the Freedom family? What is going on in technology? What is setting the bar for the new standard in live streaming? What is bringing everything to the next level? What is going beyond what you even see on professional, large-scale, million-dollar, billion-dollar companies? They are still doing things the way that things were being done 10 or 20 years ago. There's nothing wrong with that. They mix in a little bit of new technology, but something new is out. You're seeing it right now. What is it? You don't know. You just see that my name is spinning. You see a background of my logo, my brand. It's glowing. It's changing colors. How can that be? It's not in 2D. That's right, guys, it's in 3D. I am introducing to you Twitch viewers, worldwide viewers, people on YouTube, people on all platforms from all places around the world. I present to you the newest Freedom partner technology for live streaming. And who is the leader of the owner or the founder of Freedom.tm? It's George Famous. You're looking at him right there on the live stream, guys, pointing at my very name, pointing at my chin. Yes, that is George Famous, the founder of Freedom, the introducer to the next stage in live streaming, the newest technology, the newest way that's going to define live streaming, recording videos. Why? I will show you why, guys. Okay, so the first thing is, we're going to go right into it. Here we go. But before we do that, we're going to be talking about Final Fantasy II, guys. We're going to be doing some regular live streaming. So here we go, guys. We're going into Final Fantasy Mobius. And there you have it, guys. I'm inside the game. I'm excited because this is a special event that only happens, I don't know if it happens once a year. I know that it's a special event and it's going to end next month. They did extend it. I don't know why. Maybe it's because the content is just so large for this event that they couldn't, nobody was able to finish it during the time that they actually allotted. So I'm going to jump right in, guys, and I'm very excited. This is a very special time that's going to, this technology, this gameplay, everything is going to make a new history, a new event, something that you're going to remember for 2017 regarding live streams, regarding how we do it, and what kind of content MMO makers are actually giving to gamers and people who love to watch game viewers also from various platforms, Twitch, Mixer, YouTube, etc., etc. So here we go, guys. I have a card deck that's level 94 Monk Pugilist. Now, during the time that I've been playing this new event, new jobs have also come out. I'm not going to be going into those jobs because I don't know much about them. There are more popular YouTubers that have those details. I would recommend watching those videos. This is basically going to be about gameplay, and at certain points of this live stream I'm going to introduce this technology that you're seeing before your eyes. So if we go to our home tab and you click on the world icon in the lower right, you're going to see like 11 new updates. I'm not going to go into them all, guys. I'm going to go into the one that's most important right now, the event that's going to be ending. Final Fantasy XII Light of the Sky special event. And it says here from Wednesday, July 12th to Tuesday, August 15th, which is a little bit over 2 weeks. So there's like 2 weeks to finish all this special content. And I don't know if they're going to have it next year. If they don't, then that's it. This is the only time in the history of gaming that you're going to be able to actually experience this gameplay yourself, if they don't introduce it every year. I mean, we don't even know how long Mobius is going to be staying active, because as you know, usually after about 4 or so years, maybe even less, some MMOs just close. They close down. So my recommendation to you guys is enjoy the live stream, enjoy the videos. If you want to go further, enjoy the game itself, because you just don't know what tomorrow will bring. But here we go, guys. Going to the next battle. It's going to be a water mob, so I'm going to need fire. I have fire, so I'm good. I don't have to change my deck. We're just ready to go, guys. I need to get my rental card, and what I've found to be most beneficial is Garuda, and also regenning something. Ultimate Boom is okay if there's nothing else available, but like for me, the best ones that have worked for me are what's the name of it? Gospel. That's a very good one, because you get regen and you get the AoE special ability, Cleave. That is just so good for clearing out multiple mobs. If it's just one boss, that's fine, but most of these battles are going to have multiple enemies in. The quicker you can take all of those enemies out, the better it is for you when you get to the boss. You know, it's a less chance that you're going to have of dying. Right now I do see a pretty good, that's a ranger, but Neo X Death, Final Fantasy V. So I'm going to go ahead and reset again, see if I can get those good cards. Regen, I already have that, but Ultimate Boom. So it looks like I don't have any choice. My favorite cards that are the best, Gospel and Garuda, that are just not accessible. So I'm going to have to go with Ultimate Boom and just hope for the best on this. I'm going to be going to, what is it, Cloud Rift Quicksand. Okay guys, so my battle has started. Oh my goodness, look at all these dark dark orbs. So I'm just going to start out in auto because I have to build up for some hearts. It's going to suck a little bit, but because I do see a lot of mobs here, but at least I got the first chance, the first round. But as you can see, these are going to be some tough mobs, so let's go ahead. It's going to be 3 battles, so that's not too bad. My guy's getting pummeled. There is another good monk card that I got to use. It was yesterday, and I think it was the first time that I've got to use it. Beside the ZZAT card, which is pretty good, but they say it's broken. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but some of the guys that have been playing this game a lot longer than me, that's what they're saying, that it's broke. So I don't know. Oh my goodness, I'm getting pummeled here. I'm not getting any hearts. Okay, so now we're in good shape. I was getting a little worried. Okay, so now I got my regen up. Last one. It's gonna be hard to get my other one filled up. Let's see, got a notification. My guy's getting pummeled. Okay. So I got my ultimate boon. I can now use it. Should last me until the end of the third boss fight, and it should be okay. Now might have to refresh my regen on the third battle. We'll see. Yep, this is going to be a hard one here. Let's see if I can get my regen going. We should be in good shape. Here we go. I'm going to hold off on my ultimate. Once this guy goes down, it should be good. Ultimate complete. New best score, 1 million, almost 1,500,000 almost. That was a good round. Ah, and we have our Magicite is full. I mean, it looks like this might be the last little bit of content here. So now that we have our, we're going to go into a little bit about the news. So let's see if we can find that. And let me see if I can find the news. Achievements. I think they do have a news. Shot. So, story and theater. Prologue, glossary, chapter 1, Blank Saint, chapter 2, Chaos and the Crown. Information, yeah, there it is. Okay, so under information we have the new information regarding the new job Highwind. So let's see what they have to say about it. The Warrior of Light shall obtain the power to tear the skies asunder. The new warrior job, Highwind, has arrived, and along with it comes our new ability card lineup, including 4 damage focus abilities. I don't know what that is, but enjoy even more thrilling battles with this special power to deal huge amounts of damage in one blow. Now, I think this is probably what was needed. I was watching some of the videos to get a better idea of how Mobius works and the mechanics and how all the jobs work. But a lot of people have been saying that all of the previous classes besides the monk need something to help them kill faster. The monk is able to do it because it can break mobs faster than the other classes. So I guess I guess this is going to be the way that Final Fantasy wants to add in some balance to kind of help even things out, to move the other classes up to where the monk is regarding the ability to deal damage and take mobs out pretty quickly. So it says here, I1 job type, Highwind job type warrior, multiplayer role attacker. And then it says the Daedalus dive, single target attack. Launch at the enemy while rising into the air and deal a single blow from above. I got some new ability cards. And I'm guessing that these new ability cards will complement the new class of the Highwind. So I guess these are the cards. Sphinx in the main, Scathlicha, Humbaba, and that's pretty much it. The Undying Final Fantasy XII has been permanently added to the lineup. And for some reason, I think they did an update for this new job, and when they did it, I think some of the armor, the looks of the armor, might have changed it up a little bit because my character seems to look different than in what he did before. I don't know if it's because I just changed my setup. I'm not really sure, but so anyway, guys, now that we've completed this battle, and I'm probably getting ready to wrap things up, but before I do wrap things up with this live stream and video, I want to go back into the juicy new technology updates offered by Freedom.tm, which is my social media partner for YouTube. So the way that they've done it, let's go into it, guys. So what I'm going to do now is okay, so now you're looking at, which is the new Freedom technology. I've taken the game out so we can go into a little bit of a first look, I guess you could say. So as you can see, this is 3D, guys. It's not 2D. And when I really mean 3D, this is a 3D environment. So you can actually be inside a virtual studio while recording. So it's almost set up like as if you were walking into a studio, like a news studio or even a TV studio. I mean, you've got these areas where you have a couch. It's almost like an area for people to go and rest. It's got a table. So let's have a close look at it. Like for this setup, it's a little bit dark. You can't really see the couch that well, but you can see the Freedom pillar there. But suddenly, as you go over here, everything lightens up by itself. And then you can see like you have little plants here. And I'm guessing it might be because the lights light up. They get lighter and darker. I'm guessing maybe perhaps as you look around, I don't know. But you can see like a little desk here, and then you got the sofa, and you can actually go around and go right up to the plant that they have for decorations. The glowing lights that they have set in the floor itself. And it's almost as if you're just taking a virtual tour of the entire studio, as if you were inside a studio in real life. So as we go around, you can see more tables and a different style sofa here. This one's a little bit more bigger, and then as you look up, you can see these wonderful tags, almost like they're a sign, you know. So you got these 3 signs but the nice thing about them is that they're actually in 3D. So you got the one on the bottom that's actually changing colors, the one in the middle that's actually twirling around, and then you got the one at the top indicating that this is powered by Freedom, the Freedom Network. And if you see this, if you look at this little black space here, guys, this is where a video would go. So when I get done live streaming and I upload this to YouTube, you're actually going to see this video here playing, which is going to be really awesome. So that's just a little surprise spoiler for you guys. And if you go to the other end here, you can see the same thing. You've got the 3 signs, you got another sofa, another desk. And then let's just go around and finish this out, guys. And as you look off to the right, you see this is a little spoiler of what's to come in this video. But that's pretty much the whole area of the studio. And as you look around, you can see the big Freedom symbol here. That's their Freedom logo. And who is that, guys? Who is that? That is George Banus. Actually, in what appears to be 3D, right here in the studio, looking at us with his special, highly customized, high-speed Freedom laptop. That's right, guys, Freedom laptop. But as you can see, guys, it's just a more of a 3D/2D render to give it the look that it's actually in 3D. So if you go back over here, he's there. So it's basically designed to give the user the look and the feel from this part of the studio. And I do encourage you guys to definitely check out my YouTube channel using the keywords John M Gloryland, GLORYLAND, all one word. That keyword will, you just type in that keyword into YouTube, or you can even type in John MYT and it should come up. It should come up. And there you have it, guys. This is pretty much the whole kit and caboodle of an actual live 3D studio while we're streaming, guys. That is so awesome, huh? But that's not it. That's not the only thing, guys. So as you can see here, we have different kinds of sets. So as you can see, guys, George Banus was actually moving and talking with us. How can that be, guys? Well, let's go into another one, guys. So this is another one here. And there's George Banus. And if you look around, this is a different studio with a whole different look, all in virtual 3D, guys. And I think at some point I'm going to give a little hint on this, some of the newer technology that may or may not be out, might still be in testing. So the next step would be basically virtual reality. So that's my hint to you guys, kind of, regarding this new model. Then we have another one. This is a different model, and there's our friend George Banus. And this is just a different layout. And I believe this layout, some of the backstory of this layout, I believe, I don't know, I could be wrong on this, guys, but check it out. As you go to the window, you can actually see a real background out there. And what I believe that this background is a township, a new township that has been developed in the Philippines. And a township is basically like a large city, kind of like New York, but like, for example, this studio in real life, the building itself is self-sustaining. In other words, it's not only just a skyscraper, just another skyscraper in the midst of all these other skyscrapers in this big town called a township, but this building has everything you need to survive. It's got medical, it's got access to food, and it also has living quarters in this skyscraper slash building. And I believe from the history of what I told, a lot of these buildings were also designed the same way, not only for people to live and have access to food in these buildings, but also medical health care too. Basically everything that they need to live and survive, all in one building. It's somewhat of a new concept, but it's just something that I guess human civilization has been building on. But I'm not going to ramble on about that too much, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this live stream and this video so far. And I'm going to go on into the next one, which is the silver set. So the silver set gives us a little bit of a different layout, and it has basically the same purpose. It's a live 3D studio with slightly different surroundings. But if we go over here to this not so, I guess more like of a blank side, it's portraying an area where video cameras or automated cameras would be filming. So that's my take on this, is that this little device here is a futuristic display of how recording will be done in the next generation, which is now. And it's giving you somewhat of an overview, a basic overview of what the camera will look like. And as you can see, you just have a few other things here. Got the little sign, powered by Freedom. And then as we go over here, you can see the little lights in a different manner. And then we got our walls here, which will display videos. So this one will have an access for you to watch a video, as well as this display over here, and this one over here to the left. And let's go ahead and wake up George for a bit. And there's George, and there's our special signs in the background. Moving on to the last one, which is you guys may know about this one already, because MGN is actually quite popular on YouTube. It's a pretty big network. It was one of the first networks that was influenced by George Vanis. And this one's got a very nice greenish landscape to it, which does bring out a nice feng shui sort of style to the studio. And there's the big sign. That is awesome, guys. MGN, the MCN for gamers only. Then we got a little smaller sign here. And where's George? There's George. And as usual, we got our little signs over here. John M. And then we got the twirling John M. And then we have the top sign, which is dedicated to George, the George Show, which is George Vanis' show, powered by Freedom. Then you got the same thing on the other side here. And that pretty much wraps up all the different style of studios that Freedom does have for its Freedom partners to use. So I would highly encourage all of you who are interested in social media, doing live streams and whatnot, and uploading your videos to YouTube, take advantage of this new technology that is out. Join Freedom. How can you join Freedom? You can go to my, I believe I do have a link on my Twitch channel page. You can also go to my YouTube channel and you will see links to Freedom. Usually in the About section, I definitely have a link there. I also have one on the main channel page as a small icon in the background banner, where I also do have links to my other social media websites. So I'm going to go back to this one. Remember, guys, thank you for watching this live stream. I hope you have enjoyed this special event video / live stream regarding the newest, best technology that is out for all streamers and video creators, regardless of what platform you're going to be live streaming from, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this. I hope you have found it informative, and I hope it has definitely given you a better experience, better summer experience, as far as the newest, greatest, and best technologies that are currently out right now in this whole world called Earth. Thank you for watching the video and the live stream, guys, and see you in the next one.